And the Inferno were also the other big winners from the weekend, travelling. It's a fair trip from Western Australia across the country to Queensland to take on a Lightning team that's got a lot of talent, but they're able to pick up 2 wins and a shutout on the Saturday, and then a real tight arm wrestle on the Sunday, which we called Gordon, with Elizabeth Scala getting the game winner. The Inferno looked really good once again.
Yeah, Inferno looked good. Some useless stats that I'm going to bring up. So this was the first time that the Inferno have won both games over a weekend since January 2020. And this is the first time, and that was against the Brisbane Goannas. And this is the first time that the Perth Inferno have won both games on the road on a weekend since February 2019 against the Brisbane Goannas. So congrats to the Inferno for, getting that useless stat off of their back.
As I said to you in the chat, our stats person Tristan's out of a job now as Gordon is pulling out all these interesting stats.
Well, they're from esports stats, so I'm not sure about the veracity of the stats.
But we mentioned Elizabeth Scala had a huge Saturday, a 6-point Saturday, and then got the game winner on Sunday. Just an unbelievable performance across the weekend. A really talented player. And there is another stat that you have on Biz, Gordon.
Is that the 50 AWIHL goals? Is that the one?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, Perth Inferno, they already posted that. So it doesn't take my genius to be able to come up with that stat. But I'm interested, Sarah, you faced Elizabeth Scala before. Tell us about what you see from her as a player.
Well, I'm proud to have contributed to that milestone for her. As I have no idea how many she's put past me. Look, I think for me it kind of seemed like out of nowhere, Perth had this injection of quality players. I couldn't even tell you how long. I mean, you guys would know how long she's been in the league.
Gonna have to ask Tristan that one, mate.
I can tell you all the siren stats. I can't tell you about any other team.
Yeah.
But I mean, she hasn't been there for very long, and Perth itself hasn't been there for very long either. So, there's in every team there's a few key players just to be on extra alert for, and she is definitely one of them. So, yeah, I mean, I like saving pucks and all that, but there are certain people that I just need to be a bit more cautious about, and yep, Biz is right up there.
And we mentioned the game-winning goal, which GG called absolutely brilliantly, Gordon. Initially,
I thought it was Isla Malcolm. She's got the jersey tuck. She's got the jersey tuck, so the 2 looks like a 7. And I tell you what, Andrew and I spoke about this in the Slack chat just during the game or during the intermissions. The Brisbane Lightning jerseys, 16 looked like 18, which looked like 10. Like the numbers were really hard to read.
Yeah.
No. So I'm defaulting on an equipment issue as being responsible for that call.
Well, it's a good thing I've got the footage here, Gordon, so everyone can have a listen.
Well, good play by Mackenzie to get out of the zone, but it's a 2-on-0 developing, and the pass just doesn't settle for Shanita Crompton, and it is Malcolm with the puck. Malcolm with possession, or my apologies, that's Scala. The 2 looks like a 7, and it's a goal! Elizabeth Scala has scored in overtime to win the game. It's 4-3 for the Inferno. Okay, it's terrible hearing my own voice back. I just want to point that out. But it does look like a 7, doesn't it?
You're on your own here, mate. Now, all jokes aside, a terrific goal end to end, and a game winner as well to score that under the pressure of overtime. Terrific goal for Biz. Another Inferno player that I wanted to mention was Isla Malcolm. GG's having a giggle. Malcolm picked up a goal yesterday, but I think Malcolm's a little bit of an underrated player in the A-Dub. And when we spoke to the coaches on Sunday morning, they loved the way Isla Malcolm plays. A big body, no nonsense sort of player, gets in your face. I just thought she had another good weekend.
You go.
You're the only one, mate. She had a great weekend. Although now I'm questioning if she did actually score or Scala scored a hat trick in that game. But no, Scala's a great player. That line that the Inferno put together of Isla Malcolm, of Jamie McKenzie, who this was her first weekend as well, and scored 2 goals on the Saturday game, and Sarah Salmons is quite a nifty little line, and gives the Inferno quite good depth in the forward lines.
Yeah, I agree. And we've also got the great goaltender on the live stream, and Sasha King was once again outstanding across the weekend. A shutout on the Saturday, which I believe is the first shutout in the A-Dub for Sasha King in a 9-0 win. Got a save percentage of 0.922 and a goals against of 3.34. Sasha just continues to get better and better. What are your thoughts, Sarah, as a former goaltender and a coach? What do you see from Sasha?
I love how much she's just grown and just matured as well. So I've known her 5 years, maybe a little bit longer. So I've seen how she was as a teen and how she was fighting to get a spot on the U18s. And then, she was good, but she wasn't quite there with the other goalies that were in contention. And then she never ended up getting a chance to play on U18s because of COVID. But then she just steps into the national team spot. And I think last year coming into the league and then having that experience behind her, and she just looks far more settled. There's no nerves there. It's just straight in, down to business. It's a fantastic start to the season.
And what about you, Gordon? What do you think of what you've seen from Sasha to start the season?
She's definitely earned the coaching staff's trust and the team's trust. We talked to both Graham and Tony Hyde on Sunday, Andrew, before the call, just to so that we could be prepared for the game, and we asked about Sasha King's shutout, and he said that the entire bench was talking about it on the bench, being like, let's we got to box people out, we got to make sure she gets good looks, so that the team was fighting for her, the team was eager for her to get the shutout. So I think that speaks to the regard that the team has for her, and you look at some of the games, even last season and this season, she has definitely kept them in games that they probably shouldn't have been, and stolen some games for them. So I think it's great, and congrats to her. Only 20, so bright future. Yeah, I think it's absolutely sensational, and I am gonna mention that Graham Hyde said that we may see Vivian Vu in net again, and the coaching staff really liked Vivian Vu. He really wanted to get that, break the duck, get 2 wins in a row. Consistency has been an issue. That's why they went back to back with Sasha King. But I'm also really looking forward to seeing Vivian Vu this season.